is Steve Whidden. I'm a PGA Master Professional in Instruction. I'm here today to give you a good tip on how to help your students hit the ball lower, flight the ball lower into the wind with their driver. Okay, first thing I like to tell them is we're not going to make a lot of adjustments in their golf swing, because the thing that they think they have to do is make some sort of crazy adjustment to get the ball to go low. But they do have to understand a couple of things of how the driver works. First of all, when we set up to a driver, as we swing it back and swing it through, most of our students will hit up on the ball, which is going to create a lot of spin and hit the ball high up in the air. So what I'd like to do is I like to just take them from the address position, let them set up with the ball where they normally do. I don't like to get them into the middle, because as we know, when we get the ball in the middle with the driver, the ball's going to go off to the right. We can't close up the club face. We're not going to make it that complicated. What I like to do, though, is I like to take them into an impact position where they actually feel like they're leaning forward. They then can look at the loft of the club, see how it came down a little bit. I also like to explain to them that there is no reason to be taking a big giant swing here. Now obviously that is their intuition and that their instinct is they're into the wind, so they're really going to want to swing back and through. The more speed you put on this golf ball, the harder you hit it, the higher it's going to go. So our job is we're going to set them up like normal. We're going to control the length of the swing, which I'll show you in a minute, and we're going to try to keep the ball lower by really not hitting the ball as hard. I mean, the job into the wind isn't going to be so much the distance, it's going to be keeping it low enough so the ball doesn't get affected so much by the wind. So I'll choke down on the club, tell them to choke down maybe an inch or two. What that helps us do is it's going to help us narrow the arc a little bit. We're not going to want to get them way up to the top. So I have them normal ball position, show them impact by leaning the shaft, that's taking some loft off the golf club. And what I like them to feel is that they're really just taking their hands shoulder high to shoulder high. Okay? Whether or not that is actually shoulder high to shoulder high is irrelevant. It doesn't matter to us, nor to them. But what they want to feel is wide, wide. Okay? We don't want them to feel a lot of hinging and unhinging, because that's going to get them too steep. That's what pops the ball up in the air. We want to keep it low. So again, I set them up. I get them into an impact so they can kind of feel what the loft is going to feel like at impact. We choke it down. We're going to feel waist high with the hands and wide. Waist high or shoulder high on the other side. Shoulder high, and keep the hands wide as we're going back. As we go back, we set up. And we hit the ball on a much lower ball flight than they're used to. So now they don't have to think about, I have to overswing into the wind. All they have to do is think of shoulder high. They kind of cut it off a little bit at the end, flights the ball much lower.